By 21, I had paid off my student loans, bought a house, and built a six-figure business. All without a dime from my parents. But when my golden child brother went bankrupt, they sued me for stealing the future he was supposed to have. I didn't settle. I made an example out of them. Growing up, I was invisible. My older brother, Tyler, was the sun, and the rest of us just orbited around him. Every report card he brought home got framed. Every mediocre achievement got a celebration dinner. Meanwhile, I could win a science fair, and my mom would forget to pick me up from school. Tyler got a brand new Mustang at 16. I got his old bike with a rusty chain. Tyler got his college fully paid, all 4 years plus spending money. I got a handshake and a figure it out, so I did. I started selling refurbished electronics out of my dorm room freshman year. It wasn't glamorous. I'd buy broken laptops, fix them up, and flip them online. I made $200 my first month, then $600. By my sophomore year, I was clearing $3,000 monthly. While most kids were begging their parents for beer money, I didn't tell my family. They never asked anyway. By the time I graduated, I had $40,000 saved. No debt. No loans. I paid everything off myself while working 60-hour weeks between classes and my little side business. At 21, I put a down payment on a small house in the suburbs. Nothing fancy, just a 2-bedroom place with a garage I converted into my warehouse. That same year, my business crossed 6 figures. I remember the exact moment I saw that number. I was sitting alone in my kitchen, eating cereal at 11 p.m. No one to call. No one to celebrate with. Just me and the dashboard showing $104,000 in annual revenue. Meanwhile, Tyler got his gift. When our grandmother passed, she left a trust specifically for him, $75,000 to help him build his future. My name wasn't on it. I didn't expect it to be. Grandma always told me I was different. You don't need a handout, she'd say. You've got the gift of building something from nothing. Tyler took that $75,000 and torched it in 11 months. First came the sports car, then the Vegas trips, then the crypto investments that tanked overnight. Then came the girlfriend who convinced him to fund her influencer career before ghosting him with $12,000 of his money. By the time he was 24, Tyler was broke. Credit cards maxed. Car repossessed. He moved back into my parents' basement with 2 suitcases and a shattered ego. And somehow, that became my fault. It started with a phone call. My mom's voice was weird. Rehearsed. Tight. She asked me to come over for dinner. Said the family needed to talk. When I got there, Tyler was on the couch, looking smug. My dad had a folder in his hands. The air felt heavy, like something terrible was about to happen. My mom smiled that fake smile she uses when she's about to ask for something unreasonable. We think it's time you helped your brother get back on his feet. I asked how much. My dad slid the folder across the table. Inside was a demand letter from their lawyer. They wanted $200,000. The claim said I had fraudulently obtained assets meant for equal distribution among siblings and that I had manipulated our grandmother into excluding Tyler from additional inheritance. I couldn't breathe. My own parents were suing me. Their argument was that my success must have come from money I'd stolen, because there was no way I could have built something real on my own. Tyler deserved what I had because he was supposed to be the successful one. That was the actual logic. I didn't sleep that night, or the next. For weeks, I walked around like a ghost, trying to keep my business running while my family tried to destroy everything I'd built. Then I remembered the envelope. 3 months before she passed, my grandmother had mailed me a package. Inside was a folder I'd never opened. I had just stuck it in a drawer and forgotten about it. That night, I finally looked inside. It was everything. The original trust documents with Tyler's name and signature. Bank statements showing his $75,000 disbursement. A handwritten timeline of what he'd spent it on, compiled by Grandma herself before she got too sick to write. At the bottom was a note, written in her shaky cursive. They'll come for you someday. Don't let them win. You built your life with your own hands. Never apologize for that. She knew. She always knew. I submitted everything to the court. Every document. Every receipt. Every page of evidence proving that Tyler had received his inheritance and wasted it, while I built mine from scratch. The judge reviewed everything for less than an hour. She didn't just dismiss the case. She sanctioned my parents for filing a fraudulent claim. She called it one of the most cynical attempts to weaponize the legal system against a family member she'd ever seen. My parents now owe me $45,000 in legal fees. Tyler left town 2 weeks later. Last I heard, he's living with a cousin somewhere in Ohio, working at a gas station. My parents lost most of their friends. People in our hometown know what they tried to do. No one looks at them the same way anymore. As for me, I just closed on my second property last month. My business cleared $300,000 this year. I started a scholarship fund for first-generation college students who don't have anyone believing in them. I named it after my grandmother.